Hello and welcome to Assets Television News. I am Mania Osebi. First, the headlines. Tinubu congratulates Adeleke on Osun re-election. BORNO parents call on FG for rescue of 52 MUSSA children. And CBN releases new rules on banking charges. Now the news in details. Against all odds, Governor Ademola Adeleke has emerged winner of Osun State off-season governorship election in the state. Governor Adeleke, who came on the platform of the Accord Party, polled over 500,000 votes to defeat his closest rival from the All Progressives Congress, APC. Among early callers at the residence of the governor include former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who came to solidarize with the governor. Osogbo, the Osun State capital, and some major cities went agog soon after INEC announcement of the results. The results, to many political pundits, described as a test pad for the 2027 general elections. Also, former Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, in a congratulatory message said, Osun people have shown that federal might could be defeated once they are united and have the belief in their own despite any form of harassment. In the same vein, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke on his re-election, describing the outcome as demonstration that democracy will continue to flourish in Nigeria. Tinubu disclosed that he personally called Adeleke on Sunday to congratulate him on his victory, saying the result affirmed the confidence Osun residents have in the governor. In a statement issued on Sunday, August 16, 2026, by the President's Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Anonga, came after Adeleke secured another term following Saturday's governorship election in Osun State. Tinubu, whose All Progressives Congress challenged Adeleke's Accord Party for control of the state, urged the governor to put the divisions of the election behind and work to unite residents irrespective of how they voted. The president further commended the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and other security agencies for what he described as a peaceful and transparent election that produced a clear winner. Adeleke, who contested the election on the platform of the Accord Party after leaving the People's Democratic Party ahead of the polls. His victory gives him another 4-year mandate to govern Osun State. The Central Bank of Nigeria says it has sent out new rules governing the fees banks and other financial institutions can charge customers from services such as transfers, ATM withdrawals, debit cards, and cash transactions. The rules are contained in the CBN's Guide to Charges by banks, other financial and non-bank financial institutions. The framework, which took effect on January 1, 2020, was introduced to improve transparency and encourage fair competition within the financial sector. Under the guidelines, banks and other institutions regulated by the CBN are expected to ensure that customers are well informed about applicable charges before carrying out transactions. For electronic transfers, the permitted charges depend on the amount involved. Transfers below 5,000 can attract a maximum fee of 10 naira, while transactions between 5,000 to 50,000 can attract up to 25 naira. The rules also cover charges for bill payments and require financial institutions to clearly inform customers of any applicable fees. Customers
who use their bank's own ATM are not expected to pay a withdrawal fee. However, using another bank's ATM can attract a charge of up to 35 naira after the third withdrawal within the same month for commercial bank customers. Customers are also not supposed to be charged for over-the-counter cash withdrawals below the approved CBN limit. Intrabank cash deposits and withdrawals within the permitted limits are also listed as free services. The guidelines are therefore intended to give bank customers greater awareness of their rights while ensuring that financial institutions remain accountable for the fees they impose.
Parents and relatives of some of the 52 kidnapped children and residents of BORNO State are calling on the federal government to rescue the MUSSA abducted victims after spending 90 days in the Boko Haram captivity. Some of the parents said they have commenced selling their houses and other properties in anticipation of ransom demands by terrorist group in the Sambisa forest of the state.
The 52 victims, including women and children, were kidnapped by suspected terrorists from different parts of the state from January 13th to April 15, 2026. Spokesperson for the families of the abductees, Malam Hassan Yati, disclosed to journalists on Saturday in Maiduguri, the Borno state capital, that one of the relatives, whose two sons were kidnapped, had been defrauded of 1.5 million out of the 3 million demanded by individuals posing as the abductors. He said the family later discovered that the actual terrorists had neither demanded the money nor authorized anyone to collect ransom on their behalf. He also revealed that a woman whose only daughter was kidnapped had sold her family house in Biu local government area of the state. Yati further revealed that he decided to sell his family house because his younger brother and his wife are among those abducted on April 15, 2026. He explained that he had been under pressure from other relatives of the victims who accused him of withholding information about efforts to secure the release of their loved ones. Yati also said all efforts to get attention of the government proved abortive, leaving the families to endure what he described as depressive. Another parent added that she sold her house, expressed frustration, saying her daughter was kidnapped on January 13, 2026, and has no idea of her whereabouts and who held her captive all this while. Another family, whose mother and 3-month-old baby are in the terrorist den, say they are helpless and are calling on the federal government and state government to expedite action towards the release of all victims.
We'll now take a short break, and when we return, we'll bring you more stories. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has recovered more than 24 billion naira in ghost pension funds in 2024. Its chairman, Musa Aliu, has disclosed this. Aliu made this disclosure last week when delivering the keynote address at the 2026 Economic Confidential Lecture and National Spokespersons Award organized by Image Merchants Promotions Limited. The ICPC chairman said the recovery was part of the Commission's efforts to tackle payroll fraud and prevent the diversion of public resources through fictitious government employees and beneficiaries. He also disclosed that the Commission had uncovered several cases of illegal ghost workers and payroll manipulation, including an official who enrolled 14 members of his family on the government's payroll. According to Aliyu, the official was among individuals who manipulated government payroll systems to receive multiple salaries. Aliyu further disclosed that the commission had identified about 900 suspected ghost workers and published their names, challenging those affected to prove that they were genuine employees. He also said that the ICPC subsequently spent 1 year investigating the suspected ghost workers and uncovering how fictitious names were inserted into government payrolls. And now to some entertainment news. After years of love, family, and global headlines, football icon Cristiano Ronaldo has finally said "I do" to his longtime partner Georgina Rodriguez. From the pitch to the altar, the world's most celebrated athlete traded goals for vows in a ceremony that blended fairy tale romance with the star power of two global celebrities. Ronaldo and Georgina sealed a love story that millions have followed, proving that even legends find their greatest win off the field.
Football icon Cristiano Ronaldo has married his longtime partner, Georgina Rodriguez, bringing a decade-long of relationship to a whole new chapter at a private wedding ceremony at Portugal's Atlantic coast, Lisbon. The couple, who exchanged marital vows, rings, and signed the dotted lines, surrounded by their 5 children, family members, Ronaldo's representatives, who described the occasion as an intimate family celebration. Earlier, Ronaldo had marked the event by posting their wedding bands on his Instagram handle with the inscription, "C loves G." This comes a year after the announcement of the couple's engagement in 2025. The pair met in 2016 when Georgina Rodriguez was working at a Gucci store in Madrid, Spain, and now their marriage has become the world's most recognized celebrity couple.
And that's the news at this hour. Do well to follow us on our social media channels for more news update. On behalf of the news crew, I am Manya Osibi. Many thanks for watching.